You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast, where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 184.
184, man. I guess since I got called T-Pain over the weekend, I'm Ralphie pinned her ass down.
Damn. All right. Well, new listeners.
Shout out to the wife.
Word. Follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated, the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the Podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. And if you want to follow us individually, I am the Mind of Ralph on Instagram and Twitter.
On Twitter, I'm JON 2 underscores the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS underscore ESL underscore AAMU. Make sure y'all holla at us. And shout out to WDJYFM 99.1 in Atlanta.
ATL.
ATL. Shout out WDJYFM.com. Everybody, shout out to the OS gang out in Atlanta, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you with them rollouts, man. That is superb podcasting, because I could never.
Listen, man, we got it, baby. That's why we a team.
I'm
That's
just
why we a
saying,
team.
I could never. But Johnny,
my guy,
how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Look. Last week we had the episode Spring Has Sprung.
Well, that
sprung back. Look, yeah. Last week spring was definitely springing. I had to cut my grass, but my allergies was going crazy, like so bad. Like the weekend, I had to chill because breathing was terrible. It was crazy. Yeah. Crazy tornadoes. Shout out to everybody that hit us up last week to make sure we were good, because we have had multiple tornado warnings and watches throughout the week. Yeah. Last night was crazy. But no, it's fall again. It's fall again. Bro, woke up to 40-degree weather.
Man, look.
It was 80 degrees 2 days ago.
And I had my air on.
Man,
but look, it's staying on.
Look,
I would just be cold in the house.
That's why I never turned my heat off. I was suffering all last week at night. I said, you know what? Because I knew it was gonna be cold again at some point. Like, nah, I can't do it. Look, I'm not going back and forth.
Well, hey, look, I'm suffering because I ain't cut. It's not getting cut off. It's not getting cut. Like the heat definitely ain't getting cut.
Fam,
back
I'm
off.
not going back and forth. I cannot do it.
That's crazy, man. But no, I'm cool, man. Honestly, I had a good week. Honestly, with the weather, it kind of picked up. What may have been getting me down. Like,
okay, yeah.
And then now the weekend gets here. We get thunderstorms, tornadoes,
all kind of stuff.
Like lighting candle weather for sure.
Oh,
I had the candles burning.
Look, I had the whole ambiance set. The candles burning. I ordered some pizza. I was on the game. Like, she was beautiful, man. Sexy as hell.
Hey, man. But no, man. Let me get into this real quick, man. Yeah. Like these shows I've been watching, man. Snowfall is coming to an end. I know we don't necessarily talk about it here. Johnny's not into it, the Snowfall lore, the way that I am.
True.
But and then this might tie into something that we're talking about later with Dams and Idris. But the show is coming to an end. It's like, wow. It was such a cliffhanger. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like when a major character died. Like,
oh wow, okay.
Like Teddy died, like the white guy. It was crazy. The CIA agent that was flooding the streets with all the crack, with all the cocaine from. I
remember him. I watched the first 3 episodes.
He's dead now.
Damn.
And Franklin's mom killed him. It was just how it happened. It was just like, wow.
Oh, no, that's crazy.
Oh, spoiler. Like,
right.
I didn't know if you guys were like. I figured we was all in the Snowfall
together,
in that tree together. I figured we was all watching it. So my bad. Teddy dead.
right.
But
damn, that's crazy.
It's like I want to highlight a show that people don't talk about, and I'm so appreciative. You know how you find a show. And nobody on the timeline, nobody on social media has access to it, feels like. Mm-hmm. I watched Perry Mason. Like the Perry Mason reboot.
You told me about
it. Like, it's
still fire.
Bro, peak TV. What are you talking about? I'm happy none of y'all niggas watch it because I don't want to see no spoilers.
No spoilers.
It come on Mondays. Like it's not a weekend primetime show. Shows really don't come out on Mondays. Like not good. Well, from my understanding, those good scripted shows like that, they kind of start hitting you from Wednesday throughout the week. Like you got Snowfall on Wednesdays, Bel Air Thursdays, Power Fridays. Like you know what I'm saying. It's like it kind of goes in that way. But no.
Nah, look, Chef's Kiss.
Look,
Chef's
Perry
Kiss.
Mason is that deal, bro. Season 2, we about to. I think we that season is ready to end tomorrow. So, oh yeah,
Really?
yes.
Still fire.
Oh man, what? Easy.
Snowfall or Perry Mason right now.
Perry Mason.
That's crazy.
I take the period piece even where it's a black character on there dealing with a lot of racism. Like they call that man darky and toasted, all kind of stuff.
God.
Like, hey, look, I don't care about that, man. The show good. Like, hey, man.
if the writing good, don't matter,
Hey,
right?
man, look.
You know, I love it. Listen, man. I ain't mad at it. Look, I'm having trouble enough keeping up with Bel Air. Like I watch Grand Crew. I'm trying to keep up with the Flash because it's in its final season. Like I'm having an issue keeping up with those.
So
like,
anything new is just like I get to it when I get to it.
Your Honor is still on the queue list.
Bro,
like I'm trying to get to it. I keep hearing about a show called Succession.
Yeah,
I hear that's fire.
That's HBO Sunday night.
I heard that's fire. Like
HBO Sunday night game, they go for they
go
put
for
the
broke.
peak show on there. Like
Come on,
that's
man.
Game of Thrones. That's The Last of Us. That's that.
Insecure.
So
all
yeah.
that.
See,
Damn, that's crazy. HBO Max. Shout out to them for rebranding.
yeah, we'll talk about them in a minute, too.
We'll get into that. But before we get to Off the Dome, I want to send a shout out to a company that so shout out to David. He owns the Euphoric Treefort. This is a company that is the home of the Smell-O-Vision candles. This is a guy, him and his wife, that me and my friends we met at C2E2 actually a few years ago, and every time we go, we just connect with him, say what's up to him. He's out of Detroit, and unfortunately, last week he had there was a person that ran into their house with their car, and like the aftermath of that, his house got condemned. So like their studio was in their house, so where they had made all of their merchandise, their candles, their hoodies. If you watching on YouTube, you see this hoodie, the Treefort hoodie. This is fire. So they lost everything. They lost the house. They lost all the merchandise. So they do have a GoFundMe currently. So I just want to put that out there. You know, if you're able to donate, you know, $1, $5, whatever you can, like it would tremendously help them get back on their feet, not only for their business, just for their life as well. So, you can their GoFundMe is on their Instagram. So it's their Instagram is Euphoric Treefort. That's EUPHORICTREEFORT. Euphoric Treefort. So again, shout out David, shout out his wife, man. Good people, man. Out of Detroit.
that
man.
link will be in the episode notes. And stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll put that out there too. So I just wanted to shout my guy out because again, they good people and they got good products. Their candles are fire. Their merch is fire. Like, man, shout out to them, man.
Yeah, man. It's an unfortunate story, but man, what we doing? Off the dome?
Off the dome.
I got one for you, man. I think you like this.
Let's do it.
So many things, so many times, things just live rent free in your brain. You can't help it. So what I'm asking you is, what choreography lives rent free in Johnny's brain?
Easy. Men in Black.
Damn,
Men in Black.
that was so quick.
Look, I'm gonna tell you how deep this go back, right? So
right.
Around the time this came out, what was this 99?
97.
97 when the first Men in Black came out. I'm in middle school. Shout out to my music teacher. I don't remember her name.
Damn.
But we had I don't. But we had to do like a makeshift like talent show in class for like a grade. It's like final exams or some shit. I didn't prepare. I didn't study, but I knew the Men in Black shit. Did that shit in class. Take a walk with me.
Was it easy because it had the instructions along with it?
Maybe. But I tell you this, I watched that video almost every day, so I knew that shit. I loved it. Listen, I love the Men in Black theme song. Will Smith, that was my shit. Back, man, what? Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay.
That or the thong song.
Hey. Okay, like now, what choreography we talking about? We talking about Cisco skipping and dancing, like the flips, or you talking
What
about
else
the
we
women?
talking about?
I thought we were talking about the women.
Word?
That's choreography.
So I'm out here twerking. That's what you saying?
I-
No.
Hey, what choreography lives rent free?
She got dumps like a truck.
I know.
Truck. I was like,
Hey,
what?
yo.
Look, come on now. Let's go. What we doing?
He actually dropped the boot.
Real?
For the hey, yo. All right.
She was iconic. You feel me? Iconic.
But what choreography lives rent free in my brain today, I guess, right? It depends on when you ask me this, right? No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's New Edition. Like the if it isn't love choreography, right? Like the whole joint. Like, I mean, maybe you can just say the video is part of it because it's so performance based.
Mm-hmm.
But my boys was cold. With
No,
it. That's
getting it.
That's peak NE. Like them boys was cold. Like
That's real.
especially like the breakdown part. Like like if it isn't. Like, then they, you know they.
But now I know better.
Yeah, it is. But no, I fuss with it, man. New Edition, though.
That's funny. But no, facts though. Facts. No, I love that. You didn't think I was gonna be that prepared, did you?
No, I didn't. It was too quick. I was concerned.
Easy. You feel me? All right. So for my off the dome, right? I'm getting straight to it. Mm-hmm. What hip hop song do you think could be turned into a movie or a TV show? If you need time, I can give you mine.
You know, like so many places.
So my answer, I think Most Def, Miss Fat Booty could be turned into a television series, like a mini series. What do they call it nowadays?
Pretty much
limited series. Yeah. A story of how he met a young lady in the club one night, and like he met her, but then he found her at another spot, and she ain't really want to talk to him, but they end up dancing, and then they dated for like 9 months or some shit, and then turned out she like women or something like that. Like, I think that would be fire. I think that would be a fire limited series.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. No, we don't really try to talk about him that much. It's not, no, it's not him. It's another bad person, but it's not him though. It's Kanye. Like,
okay.
It's not that guy.
I thought you was going.
Hey, no,
one or two ways. I was like, shit, what we doing?
No, I'm going the other way.
Okay.
But no, Kanye West, Family Business. Like, you ever listen to that song? It's just like it reminds you so much of the dynamic of your family or a black family.
Okay.
So definitely a sitcom could be kind of like birthed from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely gives you like a 90s black sitcom feel listening to that song. So I definitely say that.
How many seasons you think? Or you think a limited series?
Limited series. I mean, well, you know what? That's the Upshaws on Netflix, and they got 3 seasons.
I love
the
Upshaws fire.
So low key, that's family business. Low as the keys.
They already did it.
They already did it. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's funny as hell.
But now, people, that was off the dome, man. What choreography lives rent free in your head?
Yep. And what hip hop song do you think could be turned into a movie or a TV show? Let us know.
Yes, sir. OS Gang, what's happening? Family and kin folk.
We here.
We got a few topics. Not even a few. We got a lot. We got a lot to get to today, and we hope you take this walk with us. But first things first. Jamie Foxx. Prayers go out to him as he recovers from, I believe it's an aneurysm, or a stroke, one or the other.
Yeah.
The details from what I've researched have been kind of sketchy. I think they're just trying to keep it close to the chest with that. I know his daughter has released a statement stating that he's fine and he's recovering.
Yep.
So Johnny, what do you have for that?
Listen, man, I just hope I hope Jamie Foxx pulls through.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that he has going on, whatever health issue, I just hope he takes the necessary time needed to recover 100%. I do like the fact that his family, his team, is keeping the details of what's going on like really close to their chest. Like I'm thoroughly happy about that, because you know how the internet likes to run with narratives. Like the fact that we don't know, everybody is just kind of just waiting back just to see and understand what's happening. Cool. Like we don't need to know until he's back 100%. Like that's it. Yeah. We just want to see him back outside, acting, singing, doing his thing. That's all we want to see.
Yeah, or even if, the best of him is behind him. Yeah. I just hope that he's well. You know what I'm saying? He's able to be productive.
Absolutely.
Even if he can't give us no more content. You know what I'm saying? Because so many times, and it's not, necessarily an indictment what you're saying, but it's just so many times we get so caught up in our entertainers just entertaining us that they still have to live their life. And you don't know what happened.
It's true.
Why, why he, had that situation. Was it stress? Listen.
Who knows?
We just want him to be good.
Yeah, Absolutely.
We just want him to be good because Jamie Foxx has been such a big part of our childhood, our nostalgia. So nothing can happen to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing can't happen to Jamie because niggas
Man,
gonna
look.
lose it. Like,
Jamie Foxx is a once in a generation type of talent. Like,
pretty much.
he can literally do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Yeah.
He's given us movies, TV, R&B albums, stand up, game shows. Like, he hosted a game show on NBC, I think, called Beat Shazam or something. Like, he's literally done everything. Can do everything, has done everything. So if we, like, I know we've lost a lot of people the last few years, and this would just be another, like, oh my God, I can't believe this has happened loss. Like, it's insane. So we pray for, I don't even, like, I want it to be a speedy recovery, but I want to make sure it's a recovery where he is fully recovered 100%, where nothing else is wrong, no ailments, no nothing. So I just want a full recovery for Jamie Foxx, man.
Prayers to Jamie Foxx, man.
Definitely.
Let's see here.
What we got next?
I like this. Let's just go here. Billy Porter, famed actor. I believe he's a producer as well, but he has been poised to play none other than the great James Baldwin in a biopic. Johnny, what do you have?
I think this is fire, and I think this is a really, really great casting. Reading through the article that you sent over, Billy Porter just pretty much said that it would be no him if it wasn't for James Baldwin. So for him to be able to step into that role as James Baldwin, I think is a great milestone for him, and it would be great for us to see. Yeah. And I didn't realize this, but Billy Porter is just an Oscar away from being having EGOT, which I think is dope. Which I think is super dope. So if he's even able to be considered for the Oscar for this, I think that would be fire. I just think this is great. This is great casting.
I like what you did there. Just pointing out the fact that he's very accomplished. In the entertainment space, but that Oscar seems elusive now. You know what I'm saying? And this is definitely something that can put him in that category. This is a very spot on casting.
Man, what?
The story of one of our greatest thinkers and African American leaders is being told on the silver screen. And Billy Porter being attached to it kind of gives me a feeling of optimism. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that the story will be kind of told in its true essence, because we know that James Baldwin was a member of the LGBTQ plus community, which Billy Porter is as well. Yep. So maybe he doesn't have a problem with tapping into those emotions of being a black man in that space. Yep. So I love the idea of James Baldwin having a film, because it's just, his story deserves to be told too. Agreed.
Absolutely. And I feel like deep in the corners of the African American community, they know we know who James Baldwin is. I feel like there aren't enough people who know what James Baldwin really stood for, like how his brain really worked, how he was able to predict a lot of the things that are going on today. So like, to be able to actually put this type of piece out for the masses to see, because James Baldwin isn't really taught to us like that for real. You have to scour the internet in order to find different clips and things like that on James Baldwin. So to be able to actually go to the movies or stream this, like, to actually just see what James Baldwin's life and what he was about, I think is great. I think it's great.
Yeah, man. You know, James Baldwin was one of the first niggas in Paris, right?
No. I had no clue.
Yeah, well, I had no clue. But speaking of niggas in Paris, Jay-Z actually performed for the opening of a Andy Warhol. Well, let's just say this. Artist. Right. We'll get into the details, right? Because I was gonna fuck that landing up trying to name the names. But Jay-Z performed at the Louis Vuitton Foundation's opening of an art exhibit in Paris. Johnny, what do you have for that?
Look at you holding yourself accountable.
I knew what was about to happen.
That's all, folks. No, that's funny as hell. But no, man. I imagine Jay-Z had to get paid a lot of money to do this shit. I'm gonna start there just because that's where my brain went.
But we'll get to that.
Outside of that, I think this is fire.
Yeah.
This is fire. Jay-Z, the last 7 or so years, has told nothing but like luxury art rap in his music. So the fact that he's even doing this, like, it's a testament to his life in his later adult years. Like, it's fire. Like, this is fire. Like, this is on brand. It's great. It's great. It's great. I saw some of the clips too. The shit looked fire.
Yeah, it was a very intimate situation. And then I actually looked up the ticket price because I was intrigued. Just off the street. I mean, I know I went flying to Paris tomorrow, but the tickets were only $140.
Really?
That's cheaper than any Jay-Z concert you're ever gonna go to. Like
big facts.
140.
That's crazy.
So that's
wait, dollars or pounds?
No, it was. I looked up whatever the pound sign was. Oh, it was a euro. It was in euros. So I looked up the U.S. Equivalent of that. That's how I know it was 140.
Got you.
But still, you know, I had to do my research on that. Just because I was interested. But it's two parts of this, right? Jay-Z has gotten so big that Louis Vuitton Foundation has asked him to perform at an opening of an art exhibit to Andy Warhol and Basquiat. So it's like it's dope. It's a dope win for hip hop, but it's always the other side to it, right? It's like the capitalist side of Jay.
Of course.
It's like it's like, I mean, that's just like what his wife did a few months ago, going to Dubai, getting that bag. It's like, hey, look, get this bag. I mean, it's like I can't necessarily be upset when your fame and your talent puts you in a position to do those things.
Listen,
it's just like I know I could like a concert at an art exhibit. Like, you know how nasty that sound? Like as a just I guess of the essence of what you think rap is. Like you said, and that's me calling. You know, this is the Hove guy calling that out. I was like, ugh, this. Even when I looked, I was like, this is disgusting. Until I saw the clips, I was like, oh, this is amazing.
See, look. I can't like. Me not being the Jay-Z guy, I have to applaud Jay-Z for even putting himself in a position where somebody can reach out to him to even do this. Jay-Z was probably at the crib with Beyonce and the kids, like, chilling. Maybe they was on vacation. I'm sure they called him, hey, Jay, we got this art exhibit coming up. We think it'll be fire. Of course, they're not talking like this, but we think it'll be fire if you come and perform intimate, one night only. He probably, blah blah blah.
Knowing Jay, he probably performed for ownership of one of them.
But look, come on, man.
Don't pay me in there. Give me that Warhol.
Give me the Mona Lisa. Like what? That's crazy. But Jay-Z could do that though. He's put himself in a position in life that he can say, hey, I only perform if you give me the two Basquiats that I've been eyeing since 2012. What? Like that's nuts. Like it's fire. It's fire as hell. And again, the clips that I saw from the performance. Oh, come on,
the band, the transitions, like it was on point. Like Jay, I need one more tour, bro. Like I don't need no new music because Johnny go tear through the album. If it's a new album, it's not gonna end up well.
Big facts.
It's not gonna end up well facts. For us over here. So just do old stuff.
Ooh, I'll be waiting too.
And low key, when I was out on Friday, I was like, hey man, misogyny Hove is better than this art luxury nigga, like the investment nigga. Like you heard this verse on Best of Me? Like he was talking that shit. Like he was talking like, is that your chick, Big Pimpin'? Like he was talking shit on that. Like Big Pimpin' is not a Jay-Z song, it's a Pimp C song. But I'm off that.
6 sales.
Yeah, man, what? Misogyny sales.
Yeah, big facts.
I'm off that.
Now I will say, if Jay-Z were to go on tour one time, I'm going. Because I've never seen Jay-Z live. So.
Well, just going off the clips, would that be enough for you to go to a Jay-Z?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Like we were talking about off mic. Like I'm at the point in my life where I'm only trying to go see the legends I haven't been able to see. Like I'm only trying to do that now. So. I'm going to see Janet Jackson in a few weeks. Like I'm trying to, if Jay-Z say he going on tour next year, I'm gonna start saving the money now because I want a decent seat. Yeah. And I might not even go in St. Louis.
Hey, look, you gotta travel for that.
Word.
Nah, man, that's dope that Jay-Z made your list. But let me talk about this list right here. Pusha T is not a top 50 rapper according to Jim Jones. Johnny, the Compass list is still making waves.
Nobody cares what Jim Jones thinks at a time like this.
Damn. Hey.
Nah, but for real.
Did Jim have points?
You know what? Okay, let me just start here.
Okay.
Yes, I think the way Jim Jones explained things in his own brain, yes, he had points, but I think the points he made was based off of him being a New York person. So a very small part of me was like, damn, Jim Jones kind of makes sense. But I have to remember, this is Jim Jones here. This is New York bias at its finest.
Oh my God!
At its finest.
You said it, and I'm glad you said it.
At its finest.
When I was trying to hear it for Jimmy, man, and Jimmy is my dude. But you're not gonna sit here and tell me that Pusha T does not deserve a spot. I'm not saying he's number one. He went top 10.
Yeah.
Pusha T was somewhere in the mix. So
I think he was like 20 something.
So that's the weird part about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You picked him out, and it's just like you said, it's the East Coast bias because I've had these debates with people offline, and it's not necessarily a complete indictment, but I never looked at Pusha T as a Southern rapper, even though he's from Virginia, because he sounds too much like them.
Yeah.
So he sound like y'all. So what the fuck does it matter? Like, and he's a better rapper than you, Jimmy.
Oh man, what?
He better rapping than Cam. He better rapping than Jewels. He does the coke rap better than a lot of people. Like, how can somebody that has one subject topic be so good at rapping though,
and has had so much longevity, both in a group
off of one topic?
Come on,
hustling.
Come on,
like that's it.
Cassidy couldn't do that. God. And he went pop. Cassidy went pop.
Oh my God, bro! Like I was trying to hear it for Jimmy, man, but it's just like you. Why did it have to be pushed? And it's like, are you fishing for a beef? Like, cause Push ain't got nothing but time, bro. And then I've heard this on a different platform, and they maybe kind of opened my eyes to it a little bit. They was like, is it this because Drake bought y'all out?
I swear to God, I was just finna say that. I was just finna say it. I was just finna say it.
What does that have to do?
I was just about to say it.
I'm like, this is net. And then Jimmy has never been like, well, no, I was about to lie. I was about to say Jimmy has never been somebody's like errand boy. No, he has. Like, he was beefing with Jay because Cam was beefing with Jay. And maybe that was by proxy of just, you diss my man, so I'm riding. But we always looked at you, maybe until Ballin came out, as Cam's little nigga.
Oh,
you know
well, yeah.
Until you got you one big smash.
Right. I mean, look, I definitely think it got something to do with Drake. Now, what exactly? I have no clue. But I guess because he feels like Drake is his man's, that he got to go after Pusha, which it's not gonna end well. It's not gonna end well. We're
talking about pure rapping. We're not talking about none of that street stuff because Jimmy got that. Jimmy got soul. Like, Jimmy got that. So I'm not gonna sit here and talk about Jim Jones in that way, right?
Yeah, right.
But we're talking about rapping.
Listen, man. Look.
All right. It can be Surgical Summer Part 2.
Man, look. Somebody posted a clip from the story of Adidon, that Pusha T diss track. I forgot how surgical that shit was.
Like I said, it can be Surgical Summer all over.
Oh my God. I don't think Jimmy wants them problems. Now, Jimmy got his bars off in this one interview that he did. He was sitting in the car. He was being interviewed by, I don't even remember who it was. Jim Jones, you got to leave it at that, my boy, because I feel like if one or two more interviews come out,
listen,
it's a freestyle coming,
that DJ
and I don't think he want that.
And Pusha T Gangsta Grill's album is coming.
You know what? The verse already wrote.
Yeah,
he already wrote it.
It's something coming on there. Like, it might just be an addition too. Like, it's like, you know what? We were getting ready to master. No, we got time.
No, I got one more.
I got one more song. Like, I got one more.
I can hear DJ dropping now. Oh, y'all thought we was finished? Pusha got something else to say. I can hear it now.
But it's so crazy because Drama cool with them too.
Right.
Like, don't be instigating the shit, Drama.
Listen, man, he getting paid. He getting paid. He got to.
It's business.
It's business, baby. He get business. Get paid for it.
One thing you can never do is take business personal.
Oh,
right?
Big facts.
And one thing you can never do is take, the fact that you was at Freaknik and then try to sue the creators of said documentary.
Look at, come on, man.
Your business, your personal stuff is now business, and now you want to sue the big. Hey man, I can do this. I can do this all day, Johnny.
My guy,
There's a few black professional women, it's elite, that are in an uproar that the Freaknik documentary has been announced, which is not scheduled to come out until 2024 on Hulu, but has a few professionals shaking in their boots, mostly women. Not my words. Article.
Yeah.
Johnny, what do you have for that?
I can't say I'm not surprised by this. Listen, back in the 90s, when all of these women and men were at Freaknik doing what they was doing, not thinking about whatever their career paths would be in the future, but now we got whoever's there. We got doctors, we got lawyers, we got CPAs, we got judges, we got executives at Fortune 500 companies. We got a spectrum of black people who have transitioned from being what they were in college, going to Freaknik, to having $1 million homes, 3-4 bedroom homes, full families, wife, kids, probably got a boat or some shit. Like, I'm talking about prominent people in these organizations, right? Mm-hmm. But oh man, was it spicy when they announced this Freaknik documentary? Oh my God, everybody! I'm talking about people posting pictures. It's video popping back up from '94. They ain't got Kanye West video taping. Like, oh my God! So I'm assuming that the people that are in these high level positions now at their companies, right? If the Freaknik documentary comes out and they do see themselves and they're participating in whatever it is that they participated in, I can imagine that would spell disaster for their own careers.
You think so?
Yes, and the only reason I say that is because that's how society is. Cancel culture, the whole thing. Now, I'm not saying it's right that that's going to happen. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the way that cancel culture, society, the internet, all of that, just because of how it is today, I think that's why these few women who are suing Hulu kind of are in fear of what could come out. Because again, whatever it was that they were doing on said video, on said media, could ruin their careers, maybe their families. Like, it could ruin whatever it is that they have going on today. Which is why I kind of understand why it's happening. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, but it's like, yo,
I know. I'm trying to think, because I just really want to stand up for the people that may be, at a lot, that might lose something, that feel that their lives will be turned upside down by some type of video or picture being released of them, and it kind of being put on this proverbial summer jam screen for everybody to see what you did between the ages of 19 and 25. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. And think about it. These are black women.
Yeah.
People love to hate black women.
Okay. Okay. It's just like,
it's crazy.
If Yolanda was doing her thing, you know what I'm saying? I don't think we should fault Yolanda. I don't think we should fault Candy.
I know. I agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But that's me and you saying this. That's just us two. We got to look at society. Yeah. Society doesn't think that way. They say they do on the internet, but when it come out, it's all different. It's all different.
Yeah, because Kamala Harris could have been down.
Man,
what is she in one of them pictures?
That is a prime example. That is a prime example. Oh my God, if she end up on one of them on the Freaknik doc, can you imagine? Can you imagine? It's not even us. It's the Republicans, the white people.
I wouldn't.
They gonna go crazy.
Like, and the thing is like, this is not racist behavior. This is not behavior that's detrimental to overall society. These are just college age young adults having fun.
Yep.
Now, if the fun leads to something that breaks the law, yes, I have a problem with that. You should be prosecuted, because there was a lot of people down there committing sexual assaults, and that's why the original Freaknik was shut down in '98. Yep. All right, if them niggas come out and you was out here wilding, go get them.
Yeah. Lock them up.
Do something, or at least let that nigga lose his job if you can't prosecute him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Now that I agree with.
There you go.
That's who should be scared.
I agree.
The niggas that was down there being drunk and predatory. Or not even drunk, just predatory.
Just predatory, period. Yeah. But
I know.
that's not how society look at
listen,
shit.
that's not who's suing though.
Look,
because I mean, it was a video that was circulating about Freaknik, right? And the conversation of sexual assault came up, and this guy who was a part of the Divine Nine organizations. I don't want to say which one. He's not a member of Omega, so I'm happy in that regard because we get enough slander. But still, people were down there doing things in their college letters. I mean, in their fraternity letters, or maybe even in college like sweatshirts or whatever. Right? Yeah. You're representing something that's bigger than yourself, and yet you're saying these things, and like he was victim blaming. Like it was bad.
But see, back then, victim blaming wasn't a term yet. Now it's clearly that's what he was doing, but it wasn't glamorized. It wasn't popularized. Like the term wasn't popularized then.
Yeah, and now it wasn't.
It was more acceptable.
It wasn't popularized, but there was one guy who was like in the boat by himself. He was like, "Yo, that sounds wild. Just because she got this on don't mean you need to touch her. You need to do anything."
That's true.
To her. Like
that's true.
And oftentimes right now we're still kind of saying the same thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
absolutely.
You're blame a woman for having on provocative clothing. No, you should just have self-control.
That's the thing.
But hey,
that's the thing.
I got manners.
Well, I mean, we were raised right?
Listen, sometimes I don't know, man. That's another conversation for another day.
Look. all I want to say is I want to follow this. Like I want to see if they actually take this to court, if they settle, if they actually get the documentary canceled, because. And of course, when this was announced, people brought up the fact that there are other documentaries on Freaknik. True Life, MTV, they did one on 98. Completely forgot about that.
Exactly. So,
but I do remember watching.
So how much more are we gonna dive into? I mean, now granted, JD and Uncle Luke are EP in this, so it's like, what more are we gonna get out of this?
Right.
But we'll see in 2024.
Right. Even if it comes out, if it maybe it will, maybe it won't, depending on how this lawsuit progresses.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, let's see how this works, man. Like, I don't have any really crazy segue for this one, but AI companies, artificial intelligence, is starting to get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fake songs and fake vocals of popular artists being made and released on social media or the internet. Johnny, what do you think about, first of all, we talk about artificial intelligence all the time, but just the strength of fake vocals being made?
This is something I've actually been kind of looking into the last week or so.
Yeah.
I'm conflicted because I feel like there's good that could come from it, but clearly there's bad that can come from it as well. Like, I don't even know where to start, but like I guess I'm gonna start with Rihanna, right?
Yeah.
It's been all of these AI covers, Rihanna covering other people's songs, right? Like she did a Tim's joint. She sound fire. She was dope. Dope.
Tim's
right?
joint is fine.
Come on.
Though, but
So that gets me to thinking. People have been wanting Rihanna to release new music for Hellas, right? Oh, what's up?
Did you hear the Drake when he did Munch?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
Drake mad. He pissed.
Hey,
he upset.
Yeah. Right,
he upset.
Finish your food. My bad. I
just
cool. Thought about
it's
that.
Cool.
Ooh,
it was funny. It was funny. But Rihanna, right? People have been asking Rihanna to put out new music for Hellas.
Yeah.
Right. I think this is a good opportunity. Clearly, clearly Rihanna can use her own vocals through AI, right? Yeah. All she gotta do is write the song and have the AI shit just do it, and now she could put out a new album. Like, it sounds just like her, and in another 2-3 years, I'm sure it's gonna sound even better. So y'all want Rihanna music so bad? All right, here you go.
I hear what you're saying, but I still think it's nasty.
I get your perspective on it. Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
But this is the product y'all want. Who cares if it's really her or not? If it's her voice, who cares?
Oh my God.
Now, when it gets to the point where a tour comes, she's gonna come out and sell. She's gonna come out and perform these songs. But
bro, we have gotten so far away from God's grace when it comes to the music industry. Because I hear what you're saying does make sense if you're talking about strictly business, right? The money, the money that you can be generated from this.
That's just one side of it.
That's just one side of it. But you lose artistic integrity when you start doing things like that. Two, artificial intelligence. Hey man, I'm just start thinking about this like it's the Matrix or iRobot or some shit. That is all right. It's cute now. And then when your favorite artist is like saying something completely nasty on the track, it's like, hey, ew. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it was a Jay-Z verse that leaked where he kind of said some wild stuff, but it was AI.
It was AI, yeah.
But hey, Jay-Z is public enemy number one. All right, let him say something else crazy in them AI voices.
That's the bad side of it.
That's the bad side. And that's the side of the coin I'm on. And it's really because it's artistic integrity. Because like, if this artist, like, it's cool to like just add Drake vocals to this Ice Spice, you know, that's funny. But like a completely new song, nah, I'm not rocking with that.
What if it's fire? Because I'm looking at it like this, right? Let's take Rihanna again. Let's say a new Rihanna song come out next week. Shit is smoking. I'm talking it's doing numbers. Like it's Umbrella Days numbers, right?
Yeah.
We don't know until a year later that it was AI. Speaking of, remember that R. Kelly album that came out unexpectedly and they took it off DSPs? I heard that was AI.
Oh, okay.
Nasty, but
wow.
like that's crazy.
I'm just trying to wrap my mind around it because it's gonna get to a point where that is gonna go left, and you can see it going left now. Like it's fun in games now until it's like not necessarily a bad song, but when it's just like you start generating albums and then, well, you know what? We don't even need the artists anymore because we've had AI artists. Remember that the
FN makeup.
So it's like, bro, it's like we getting Biggie in the metaverse, like,
all that
you know,
shit. Yeah.
I'm not with it because then you go, all right, what's gonna happen when it's a Michael Jackson and Lil Uzi Vert track? What you gonna say then? Like,
I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm
gonna be mad. That's crazy.
I'm just saying, Michael Jackson, I Wanna Rock. Body yada yada. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what's gonna happen.
Nah, that might be kind of funny. Wait. That might be kind of funny.
Hey, yo, I'm just saying, but it's like people yearn for a lot of our historically great artists to come back and just, man, we were loving Mike and Prince and Aaliyah and all, you know, whoever's you want to Whitney, like, oh, we love for them to come back and do a concert one night. All right, see, like, you know what I'm saying?
And see, it's crazy how different things in the music industry is happening, and at some point they all might come together. Like all of these artists and producers that have been selling portions of all of their catalogs, I'm wondering if this has something to do with it. So like all of these companies that are buying up the catalogs, like we talking beats, we talking vocals, we talking songs, we talking all of this stuff now. Now a few companies are going to own 70% of music, right? Now they can do whatever they want to do because all this new AI shit.
Something's happening, and we talked about this. We talked about it the past few months.
Yeah.
It just keeps popping up. Something's afoot. Something is happening.
For real.
We just don't know.
Trying to connect the dots, man. I need to get my board out so I can put all the yarn and all that. Like that's crazy because Manny Fresh just sold all of his catalog for an undisclosed amount. So like his whole joint, like everything.
And it's like, and you think of people like the Manny Fresh. It's like a lot of our hip hop producers. You think they will hold on to their joints. You would think,
right?
And then I want to know how much Manny got.
That's what I want to know. So they said undisclosed, so it got to be something stupid. Wayne sold a portion of his for 200 million. So if Manny Fresh sold all of his, he had we got to be talking close to, if not over 500 M's.
I'm just astonished, man.
It's crazy out here. It's the wild west, and we don't even know what's going on.
Right.
We have no clue.
I'm glad you said that. Wild Wild West. Let's get to this Blerd topic, man. Blerd segment, because it's so much that has happened. Like, we came back last week and talked about 3 trailers. Well, we got 2 more.
We got some more.
We got some more heat for you. Let's start here, because I think this will be a good. Let's just get it out the way.
Yeah.
Marvel,
I knew it.
MCU, has released a new teaser trailer for the Marvels, which is coming November, I think 10th.
It's November something. I don't
No,
know.
November 2023. Johnny, what are your thoughts of the crew getting together?
I just want to shout out Tiana Paris. I love her.
Yes.
So there's that.
Okay.
With that, this Marvel's trailer, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It look kind of fun. I ain't gonna front. It looks like a really, really dope sequel. So it's not only a sequel to Captain Marvel 1. It looks like it's a sequel to WandaVision with Monica Rambeau, and it looks like it's a sequel to Ms. Marvel. Mm-hmm. So the fact that we're getting 3 properties in one, basically, and all kind of mashing them together, I think is kind of dope, because Captain Marvel was not going to be able to hold a movie by herself in the second film.
Yeah.
But it looks great though. Let me slow down. It looks fun.
I'm just waiting.
It looks fun.
There you cook.
It looks fun.
Let me tell you something.
Am I intrigued? Slightly.
Let me tell you something. I've never seen a mid pack in the trailer. I was like, the mid. Oh my god.
My god, that's hilarious.
And you know me, I try to hold it down for y'all, man. I try to, in the comic book world, they don't fuck with y'all. They don't want all that girl power, all that Destiny Child survivor shit. They don't want it.
The fact that you said that, the Marvel's trailer is the most disliked MCU trailer ever on YouTube, in the history of YouTube.
And we just talked about how Marvel trailers really don't miss.
They don't.
But this one, hey, look, already got beef with Ms. Marvel, man. She is like a more annoying version of Peter Parker.
Don't be hating on her.
No. Listen, it's just her. And
damn,
I don't hate women. I love women.
Oh my
God. Hold on. What he say? How I love bitches. Like, I took women's studies. I love bitches.
You can't say that. You can't say that. That's
how high.
I know.
I'm just quoting how high. I wouldn't talk about Miss Marvel. She's a child. But
hey, yo, that's funny.
But I mean, look, it's just okay. The continuation of the story, right? I think that if you're looking at this just from a storytelling standpoint, it's going to humble Ms. Captain Marvel, because she so used to doing stuff on her own. She's always in and out of stuff. Mm-hmm. She comes in when she wants to. Now she's forced to be a part of a team. Monica Rambeau don't fuck with her at all. Ms. Marvel adores her, so that's probably going to change how Ms. Marvel looks at her. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's a story to be told.
Yeah,
it's a story to be told, and then not completely negating your theory about Nick Fury, but he is in the film.
No, it completely negated it.
Oh, okay.
It did. It did. Because he could
have been a Skrull. I don't know.
He could have. Nah, I do think Skrull Fury might die in Secret Invasion.
Okay.
But real Fury, I think
he'll never die.
He on Saber, the space station.
Yeah,
Saber.
He'll never die. He's a him. But yeah,
facts. But no, I'm not gonna front. I thought the trailer looked fun. Again, it's only a teaser, so maybe once the actual trailer drops, maybe it'll get better. But I do like the fact that they trade, like, every time they use their powers, they trade positions. So like, if I'm on Earth and Captain Marvel is like fighting the Kree somewhere, I use my power, we switch. Now she on Earth and I'm with the Kree. Like, I think that's kind of dope.
Well, that's gonna play an integral part in the film.
Absolutely,
I can see that.
Absolutely,
I can see that.
So, hey man, look,
I know.
Let's just wait till the real trailer.
I know. Hey man, let's wait till the original trailer. All right.
Listen, real shit.
All right,
the real shit.
Let's talk about this trailer. Another teaser trailer that dropped. Now, HBO Max. The DC Studios, Matt Reeves, director of the Batman, is directing a Penguin spinoff. Johnny, starring Colin Farrell, I might add. It's the same character.
This is
from
literally
the Batman film.
Yeah,
Johnny, what do you have for just the teaser trailer?
Let me hear your thoughts on this first.
I think it's dope.
Well,
because You know, I wasn't the biggest fan of the film, but that was because of just like really the
length.
The length.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about like a story that can be told, kind of focusing on like crime drama and Oswald Cobblepot, his dissension into becoming a full blown penguin, I can rock with that.
Yeah.
I can rock with that.
Yeah.
And I don't need Batman in it either.
So you don't, right? You really don't need Batman in this because
matter of fact, I don't want him in there.
There you go. Not even as a cameo in the last episode.
For what?
You got to set up the Batman too.
I guess, man.
No, that's funny. That's funny. I thought this was a dope teaser trailer. I was a fan of the Batman and seeing the Penguin in that, Oswald in that, and seeing in the teaser trailer how he makes his various connections with the different crime mobs within Gotham and seeing Falcone and all it, seems fire. Yeah. It seems fire. So we're getting Gotham power basically. Like I think that's dope. That's dope. So listen, I'm not mad at it.
And this is part of DC's Elseworld content where pretty much it's just the continuity of the Matt Reeves Batman universe. Right. This has nothing to do with Blue Beetle or
none of that.
The James Gunn stuff. Like this is just completely Batman universe. So that's dope. I think that's dope.
I agree. And this is scheduled to come out in 2024 on what is now Max and not HBO Max. That's so crazy. Shout out to the whole rebrand, I guess.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It seems like a different, like it's comic book material, but it doesn't feel like or look like comic book material, which I think is kind of dope.
They going what would it be, the graphic novel route?
Yes. Yes.
I know a little something.
Fire. I like that.
But real quick, man, we gotta talk about this, man. We talked about it, but we didn't think it was gonna happen. High level rumor. Jonathan Majors is in this. Well, they're not. He's not in discussions. Marvel is in discussions of possibly trying to recast him as Kang the Conqueror. Johnny, what do you have for this?
I told y'all it's his fault. I told y'all, but nah, I was completely wrong because I thought Jonathan Majors was too tied up into everything going forward to get recast, and I guess Disney they like maybe not.
But it's crazy, right? Because the rumor mill has Damson from Snowfall. I was like, nah.
I think that's trash.
Nah,
I think
like
that's trash.
He's hot right now, and then Snowfall coming to an end, so obviously he's a big free agent. You know, he ain't got nothing to do. Not to say he's not working, but he doesn't have that big property that he's tied to. Right. And then he's young too, so it's kind of like it works. But I don't know if it works because of the acting aspect. Like I watched Damson on Snowfall pretty much be like a good clean cut kid and descend into this asshole drug dealer. But I don't know if he has like a menacing aspect to be Kang. I'm not saying he can't. I just haven't seen it. Right. So it's levels to it, right? And plus, it's just a rumor anyway, so it's not like it's set in stone. But I think they're shooting at the wrong person. Honestly, go ahead and get Idris Elba if you're going to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because Idris can do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not speaking about the fight sequences. I'm talking about pure acting. I think
that's I don't know. I've been trying to think about who could replace Jonathan Majors, and honestly, I'm drawing a blank. And never did I think Idris Elba though. Really?
Who you gonna go? John Boyega? He already in bed with Disney anyway.
Nah.
And then my boy that's the High Evolutionary, he probably could have played.
He probably
could have played Kang, but it's too late.
He come back as a variant.
Oh, no, that's crazy. No, we're not gonna do that.
We're doing variants, baby.
All variants. Oh, that's crazy.
So again, this is a high level rumor at the moment.
You know who they should get? Ooh. Turns out we gotta get him.
We gotta
get his good back for Iron Man, baby. Come on now. Come on.
No.
Come on. Light Skin Kang.
He ain't.
Light Skin Kang.
I'm just. That's the name of this episode. Light Skin Kang.
Come on, man.
Yo, Terrence Howard is not menacing.
Come on, now, Terrence
They go
Howard.
after CGI skin in his eyes.
Terrence Howard, man.
I got her, man.
Come on, Kang, man.
Shit.
You know, and then when he show up, they play whoop that trick. The beat, they play the beat.
Imagine Kang showing up, and then because you know they bringing back Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. So imagine Iron Man and Kang walking up and they playing that in the background.
But they got the theme is dun, 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 dun.
You know what?
Light
Skin Kang.
I just really said that to fuck with y'all.
That is hilarious.
I really don't believe in that Terrence.
That is hilarious, bro.
What the fuck with y'all?
Terrence Howard is not menacing.
But Idris Elba though. That's only because he played a villain in the Star Trek film.
I'm never getting over this shit, bro. Light Skin Kang. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. Again, this is a high level rumor, so yeah. I honestly still don't think that they're going to go through with recasting. Yeah, I mean,
this is being reported by like the Hollywood Reporter, so this ain't just like some tabloid saying this.
Yeah.
These are Hollywood, Hollywood street saying that. So,
I still think it's way too much tied into Jonathan Majors as Kang. So personally, and again, I could be completely wrong in this, but this is just how I see it. You notice we haven't seen Jonathan Majors like in media at all since it happened. I still don't think we're not going to see him maybe until the fall when Loki drops, because he's in Loki. Shit's already done, mastered, all that mixed. Yeah. So we might see him around that time. I don't think we're gonna see him none this summer, none of that.
As he should. Just be in the house, bro. Do some crunches, man. You got it, my guy.
Come on, man.
I was got it a bit because his body's crazy.
Gotta stay in shape. But yeah, man, I don't think he's gonna get recasted. But I don't know how like Idris Elba in that though.
Listen, only because he was in Star Trek Into the Darkness as a villain. That's the only reason I'm saying this, because he's already been in a sci-fi film and it worked, and he was the villain in that.
Did he play the villain in one of them Fast and Furious spinoffs?
Yeah, Hobbs and Shaw, I think.
Did he call himself like the Black Superman or some shit?
It was something crazy.
Yeah,
but anyway. He can get the Rock though. Get the Rock. He can't.
Head ass.
All right, I'm done. Clearly, we have reached the end of our docket.
We
Johnny,
are here.
What do you have?
If you're on YouTube, thank you so much for listening to this episode. Hit the comment section. Let us know about any of the topics we discussed today. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button.
Yes, sir.
Hit the notification bell. We'll be back with more content next week. Now, if you're on audio, you know what time it is, baby.
Song of the week.
OS Song of the Week.
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.